listen, when you lie to us, okay, you lie to us, you steal from us, you attack us, you rape and pillage and murder and dehumanize us and mock and belittle and denigrate us, you exploit and enslave and oppress us, and then we use our basic intelligence to identify you from all of this as our enemy. Then you turn around and say that we're being divisive. We're perpetuating an us versus them mentality. As if that division, the division between the criminal and the victim, is somehow a bad thing. Like it's counterproductive. Like we're the bad guys now because we're taking an us versus them mentality. We're dividing people. Right? We're separating people. No, we're trying to separate your hands from our throats. We're trying to divide the oppressor from the oppressed, the attacker from the attacked. That's what we're trying to divide. That's what we're trying to separate. And then you say that we're being us versus them. Yes, we have an us versus them mentality because we don't do to each other what they do to us. What makes you them and not us is your beliefs and your actions, not your, I don't know, your skin color or your nationality or your ethnicity or anything like that. No. It's not because you are American. It's not because you are British or you are Western. It's because of what America does. It's because of what Britain has done and what the West has done. We're not so-called othering you. Your actions have made you other. Your beliefs have made you our other and have made you not us. Well, you would have to be out of your mind as a Muslim or as anyone in the global South not have an us versus them mentality. You can't call that divide and conquer when what we're talking about is dividing ourselves from our conquerors. Do you understand? That's not divide and conquer. It's your hostility, it's your enmity, it's your aggression, it's your arrogance, it's your violence, your dehumanization of us that excludes you from being a part of us. You understand? No, you can't use that on us, divisive, us versus them. Of course we have that mentality. We would have to be insane to not have that mentality after all the centuries of history that we've gone through. Look, in Islam, we have a very important concept. A very
a couple of days ago, but I think it's worth having it here because there are criticisms that people do not care about what's going on in Gary, Indiana, and there's not a lot of attention being brought to it, so I want to do my best to do that. So we're going to be talking about Black Gary, Indiana residents outraged about being ignored and left in the dark after a very severe storm. You know, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Wow, that's what's going on with you. We'll go ahead and get started for the second time. So anyway, there was a major storm that took place August 11th, so last Monday to be exact, in the northwest part of Indiana, from what I understand. And from that point, there are several people, about 75,000 people, sounds like, residents rather, that are still without power. Now, I admittedly started to hear about this, I guess the day that I did it, so it was Tuesday, that this was even an issue, and an issue to the point of Black residents saying, hey, hello, what about us? So I'll show you what I began to see. Then I'm going to show you snippets of a press conference that took place that was held by the mayor there in Gary, Indiana, Eddie Melton. And then the NIPSCO representative, she's like the head, right? Melody Bradshaw, she's going to speak, and then we'll continue on from that point. So this is what I started to see first.
To say something, because what's happening right now in Northwest Indiana is so diabolical. Northwest Indiana has been without power for 7 days. If you don't know how Northwest Indiana works, they only have one power company. It's called NIPSCO. NIPSCO moves however NIPSCO wants to move. There are 3 cities that are in Northwest Indiana that are predominantly Black and Latino, and the way that they are doing this, people, is it's so wrong. They put up this list and timeline of when they're going to have power restored for all of these white cities. There's no Hammond, there's no East Chicago, there's no Gary, Indiana, which is predominantly a Black city. Now, all of these neighborhoods have been without power for 7 days. I'm from this area, and they are being robbed. There are people that are trying to break into other people's house to steal their generator. They don't have any food. They don't have any AC. And right now, across this country, we are facing a heat dome. There are elderly Black Americans who are struggling. In the rich white cities, yeah, they're all coming together and helping each other out, but they're leaving Gary, Hammond, and East Chicago to fend for themselves. And it's wrong, especially because these are the communities that voted against the Republicans in that state who are leaving them high and dry. And that's probably why they're not getting any help.
Okay, so that was one particular sister who she said at that time 7 days, so it's been 9 days. Basically said, hey, this is not right. We have not been included in the list of neighborhoods that are going to be getting restored, right? And I'll leave a little bit of that for the press conference, but that's what she was saying. Now here's another sister who is also bringing awareness to what is going on in Gary. Morning, America. So we are now on day 6, no power in Gary, Indiana. Yes, my grandmother still has a tree on her roof because our insurance said they are not going to cover a natural disaster. Yes, it is steadily raining every day, and rain is pouring into my grandmother's house. Yes. Now, let's address some of the rumors going around Gary. It is, in fact, true that in Highland, Indiana, a Caucasian woman approached road workers trying to assist, and with her weapon, and brandized her weapon, and told him to get out of there. And nothing was done. Nobody cared. And then mysteriously, a NIPSCO truck, an empty truck, was shot at. And the violence has begun. They have unfortunately began breaking in homes and cars. So please, lock all your stuff up. And then they keep on trying to put it up on one group. You know, all colors live up there. But let's not make this a black and white thing, yellow, purple thing. Let's just all stand together. Those of you in Portage and Valco and Dyer and Hammond and East Chicago, all of you groups that have come together and helped your community, can you all please now group together and come to our community and help us? Just like y'all just grouped together and got all y'all done, y'all can just group together and come help us out a little bit. Because we're the community, right? Okay? So again, that's some of the, just some, and there's a whole lot other things that I began to see, and I was like, okay, what's really going on in Gary, Indiana? Now again, they had a severe storm that hit the northwest part of Indiana, and so that's again some of the stuff that I started to see. So then I started to pay attention to the city of Gary government page on Facebook. Now this is the latest press conference that they had yesterday sometime. Now I spliced some of it together. It was about an hour long. I'm not going to show you an hour long worth of stuff, but this is what they said in part due to a lot of criticism that were coming out about, you know, black residents being neglected and not being, you know, first and, you know, all of that. So here we go.
We're here today because a recent Facebook post to notify the public of estimated restoration times that was posted by NIPSCO did not include the city of Gary in that description. Gary was not included in that update. And understandably, we understand that caused a lot of frustration, a lot of questions among residents on why that was not included in that. And I'm hoping that we're going to get those answers today. I want to be clear, Gary has not been left behind. We have had support. We have had linemen working every single day throughout this entire storm, post the storm. And we are here to make sure our residents have the information that they deserve, that our city remains a priority in the recovery efforts led by NIPSCO. So I want to make sure we're clear on why we're here.
Again, this is one of the largest outage events in our history. The August 11th storm caused approximately 301,000 outages, affecting more than 60% of our approximately 500,000 electric customers, including approximately 38,300 of those customers here in Gary. Storm activity in the days that followed August 11th drove our total averages above 370,000 customer count. We've restored power to approximately 82% of all of those customers that were impacted by the August 11th storm. And then the subsequent storms came in and added more to our count. So we have approximately 22,000 customers yet that still remain without power here in Erie. While outages remain across our service territory, some of the most extensive and complex damage from the storm occurred in portions of Erie. The National Weather Service informed us that Gary faced the strongest winds, which reached 99 miles per hour, equivalent to a Category 2 hurricane. At the height of the storm, approximately 38,300 customers were without power. Since restoration efforts began, power has been restored to approximately 13,800 of those customers, with approximately 22,400 remaining without power. We have areas that are probably affluent where we still have customers out as well. We have employees who live here. We have family members. I have family members who live here, friends who live here. And so we would not, we have not, and should not ever prioritize how we respond based on